brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that run.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Brissett on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
A second down throw for Brissett. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Pushes over him.
No, that's just not right.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at him with the same play, the same...
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
First down, Brissett. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. For Clark again, and this time he's got him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my play make.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now they try the right side here. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
Here's Brissett. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Onto the field now come the Bears. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on second down.
Let's go.
Again, it's Howard. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
Here we go. 3-19. Set. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 31. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 46. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Fine now, lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he fields it cleanly. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Let's go. 190.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. 13 yards down to the 13.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. This is Howard on 2nd down. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Around the NFL, second quarter in Santa Clara. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3,
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schaefer. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. So still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
On third down. Brissett. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Let's go.
Brissett now on second down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
Brissett sets to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end in Njoku. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice deep.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And tough starting field position here.
Here we go. Green 39.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They go with Howard again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Bears on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
They go counter with Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. And scoring yet again, the Colts extend that lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This one taken from the 7. Spinning away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again to Howard running left. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. They try again with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Green 39.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down at the 41-yard line. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. This is Cohen. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard near the 34-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch safety creep! Watch safety creeping!
Again, it's Cohen. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 319! 319!
Now Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go.
Second down, Brissett. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go.
To throw is Brissett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing, Brissett. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go.
Play fake, Brissett powers through. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio, let's go.
A second down throw for Brissett. That's Njoku over the middle. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. It's Brissett. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
They'll throw again. Brissett. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on a tackle. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Over the middle, it's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 18-yard line.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Pats, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they